Here's the last example on this. Okay. We just don't want to give the bank any old amount because they're way too smart for that. Okay. How banks really make their money is after the decimal point. Did you realize that? They make billions after the decimal point. So this loan here is not just, you get 0.29, but it could be 0.29345. When the numbers go out that far, you don't pay attention to those numbers. Okay. But they make money out there. So they have millions of clients, and money you don't pick up, they pick up. Okay. They pick up all the money that you leave on the table times millions and millions of customers. And let me show you something right here. So if we are able, Kurt, to pay this money in 1 month and save this much interest, if I can use my calculator, I can figure out how much interest I'm saving per dollar.
That is correct.
We look at everything when we're talking about unit cost. Unit cost is important. I like grapes, but if grapes are $8 a pound this week, I'm not buying grapes.
Not a good week.
No, not a good week for grapes. Okay. So we want to make sure we're getting the best bang out of our buck. We want to get what we're supposed to get when we're talking about buying something. So we look at unit costs. I'm using my little app, Gas Buddy. So I have my favorite gas stations on the way home. I check Gas Buddy before I leave work. It tells me which one has the best price. I'm not going out of my way. I'm just going to getting gas. But guess what? I have a 16-gallon tank. And if I can go to my favorite gas station and it costs me a penny less, guess what gas station I'm going to? I'm going to that gas station that's a penny less.
My God.
But guess what? If I got a 16-gallon tank, I just made a choice for 16 cents. 16 cents. I made a choice of which gas station to go to, 16 cents. Come on. What we're talking about, folks, is making a choice to save hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the reason why I chose that example, because all of us do it. All of us choose that gas station for a penny. But we have no idea of how much interest we're consuming per month. That's called interest consumption. All right, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to put up our calculator. So we're going to take the $5,088.42. That's $5,088.42. Okay, and we're going to divide it by what we're paying, the $1,511.58. So we're going to divide that by $1,511.58. See, folks, I just want you to know that I didn't figure this out. I look at this and it just makes sense. The patterns tell me this. My strong math skills did not, because I don't have strong math skills. And I want you to know that it says in the book of James, if you lack wisdom, ask of God. And I'm telling you, this was poured into me. Okay. I didn't figure it out. It was poured into me. So I'm going to share it with you. So we're going to hit the equal sign. And we see here that it's $3.36. You see all these numbers after the decimal? The bank picks up money on all of that because we don't pay attention to that. Okay. So it's actually $3.37. They'll round that up to, because this last six is over 5. It's 5 or more. So it's actually $3.37. But if we don't pay attention to that, they keep that penny times millions of customers daily. Watch out. Okay. So now here's the thing. You just found out for every dollar you put on here at this point, you save $3.36 in interest, or 37 cents in interest. Kurt, how valuable is that to find out that I pay $1 and I don't have to give the bank $3.36 in interest?
Extremely valuable.
Wow. So that is it. So now if I do line 24, where I'm going to give the bank $3,100.49, I could save $10,099.51. And I've asked this question over and over and over the years, which one out of the two, line 12 or line 24? Everybody chooses line 24. So let's see what happens. Okay. So I'm saving $3.36 if I do this one. So let's see how much better I do on line 24. So we're going to put in 10,000, and that's a lot of money saved, Kurt. Okay? $10,099.51.
A lot.
Right there. We're going to divide it by $3,100.49. And $3.25. So if I could save $3.36 per dollar, should I ever accept $3.26 per dollar?
No, that's the same analogy with the gas buddy. No, you would want
Exactly.
to save at the higher rate.
Exactly. So if we're not careful, we're going to lose a lot of money over the years, thinking we're doing the best thing we know how by throwing as much money as we can at these loans, where it's called the law of diminished return. You need to know, using critical point analysis, that's what our program does. It uses critical point analysis to find out how much this particular family should be paying towards their loan in the right month, on the right day of the month, and which loan to attack. We're going to figure out how much interest you can save, the most interest you can save per dollar. And that's why you get out of debt in 7 to 9 years, by making strategic moves to the penny on this day to save this much interest per dollar. Doing anything else, you don't save as much money. And the banks pick up all of this money after the decimal point and add it up that you're not paying attention to. And they say, thank you very much. You just made us about $1 billion. So, ma'am, I hope that is helpful.
Wow.
So if you want to know the month, day, and year you could be debt free, then you would go to the link right above our heads, ice10k.com, and then you could hit the button that says get a savings and earnings report. Follow the directions, all of the directions now, because we're trying to keep the robots out. And then once we do that, you will get a one-time passcode sent to your cell phone, which will let you into the form. Put in your financial data, like how much you owe on your loans, what is the minimum payment, what is the interest rate, and about how much money you're making. We put that in, and then somebody from my staff will confirm that information with you by phone and then set up with you a consultation. And you will know the month, day, and year you'll be debt free, how much interest you can save, and how you can take that interest saved and make a ton of compound interest so that you can add money back into your family and creating generational wealth instead of the bank siphoning it off.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.